From Rohan I rode north at great speed, and at every turn heard more news about black riders. I rode on, finding the land in chaos, and when I arrived at Crickhollow, the house was broken open and empty. For a moment I confessed that hope had left me, but I pushed onwards to Bree in fear. I arrived late, but was overjoyed to learn that Frodo had stayed the very night before and gone off that morning with Strider. I got up before dawn and continued on the road to Rivendell. I galloped to Weathertop like a gale, and I reached it before sundown on my second day from Bree. But the riders were there before me. They drew away from me, for they felt the coming of my anger, and they dared not face it while the sun was in the sky. But they closed round at night, and I was besieged on the hilltop, in the old ring of Amon Sul. I was hard put to it indeed. Such light and flame cannot have been seen on Weathertop since the war beacons of old.
Hello and welcome to Striding Edge Games. My name is Julian.
I'm Boris.
And we are here with mission 8 of our Quest of the Ringbearer campaign. And it's a special mission again, isn't it, Boris?
We are going off book,
yeah,
off campaign, whatever you want to call it. This is a surprise additional mission. We have the Grey Pilgrim and the Black Riders from 2005's Fellowship of the Ring Journey book. This is a blast in the past. It's another one we've added in because we thought it was such a nice thematic one, and it would be great. And we have a Weathertop already.
Yeah,
we have a Gandalf, and we have some.
We have taken the plunge, and having bought the Weathertop model, yes, and spent almost 4 months of kind of on and off getting it done.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
We want to make the most of it. So we're going to be bringing you 2 missions from the Watchtower of Amon Sul.
You lucky people.
And to begin with, we're starting with, as you say, Gandalf versus the Ringwraiths.
Yeah, mission 8. So I guess from the start, quest-wise, as it were, those of you following at home, the last mission, Nazgul and Bree, spoilers, good one, and escaped happily. Well, there were some casualties, but they escaped. Because if it's book timeline, it might no, they've already left, and then Gandalf goes to Weathertop, having escaped Orthanc.
He goes to Bree.
He goes to Bree and then goes to Weathertop. So they didn't really interact. So Gandalf getting a bonus for good winning wouldn't really make sense in this one. However, we had a mission featuring Gandalf and Saruman a few missions ago. I believe it was 4, the Wizard's Duel, which dastardly Saruman won.
As he probably should, right?
As he probably should. So in this mission, we've linked those two in the campaign. In this mission, Evil are getting the scenario bonus, which we've invented because this mission existed. Well, I think there was a Quest of the Ringbearer, but it wasn't called that, and it was a while ago.
Yeah.
Then it became a White Dwarf thing. Then it became the supplement on its own.
But
so we've invented it.
I mean, it's a nice addition from the Wizard Duel, because in the Wizard Duel, I was playing as Evil Saruman.
You were.
And Boris was Gandalf. We are keeping that matching.
Yes.
So I am going to be controlling the Ringwraiths, and you're going to be in charge of Gandalf the Grey.
Yes. Also, because you haven't actually played Ringwraiths in
Not
the
at
campaign.
all, no.
I've happened to have landed on the way our alternating campaign system works, where we swap over rest point, good and evil. You've missed playing Ringwraiths completely. We're breaking that rule. As we said way back in the campaign overview, we would probably break our own rules, but it has an internal logic of it matches what the Wizard's Duel alignments were. So that's fine. So you're evil, I'm good this mission. So that's great. You're getting a bonus, unfortunately.
And also, it's probably worth pointing out that this is going to be our first Ringbearer campaign mission using the new edition rules.
Very exciting, yeah. So we've filmed, as you've probably seen, quite a few in a block or over a little while, right up to just before the launch of the new edition, actually. So it didn't really impact things too much. Coincidentally, this mission actually impacts things quite a lot.
Kind of changes it a bit.
Gandalf the Grey's profile has
had a decent buff.
A decent buff. So we played a test mission of this quite a while ago when we first decided we were going to include this, using his old profile, 1 attack, I think he still fight 5, but all those things, and it was tight. Whereas now, he's been buffed to 2 attacks base.
2 attacks.
Magic has completely changed. Probably more importantly, the Ringwraiths no longer have Sap Will as a spell.
Yeah.
Which, he's facing 2 to start with and more come on, up to 9. And so that's potentially 9 Ringwraiths worth of Sap Wills he could be thrown at him. He does get 1 for free with the staff, but,
Black Dart's been nerfed.
Black Dart's been... Yeah, against the Hobbits, it didn't really make a difference because it was strength 9 down to strength 6, I believe it is now.
Yeah, so it's still the
Hobbits
same.
are defense 3, doesn't matter. Against Gandalf's defense 5, that is a big difference.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's one. I think we went over. We had a sort of fellowship review and what we were doing for the Quest of the Ringbearer with the edition change. Long story short, we're going to plough on with the new edition because it's just too much work to try and constantly remember going back to the old edition, and a lot of the scenarios are balanced internally anyway, and everything sort of had a gentle buff across the edition, most things.
Yeah. And I mean, it may be that there'll be 1 or 2 missions where we might change things a little bit. Thinking very far ahead, I was just looking at the profile for Shelob the other day, and she would be quite a lot better in the new rules.
Oh, with the one against Sam.
Because she get a bonus attack. Wow. But then Saruman's got 2 attacks now, so I mean, maybe it will balance out. But
Whacker with the frying pan.
Yeah, I mean, there may be a few changes where we will sort of, walk something back or reverse it or do something different.
But we'll let you know in the intros to these missions. And for this one, we're playing it straight as the mission is written in the book and with the new profiles, which is going to be interesting. A lot of the magic, as written in the mission in this book. So, for example, Gandalf starts with Terrifying Aura and Cast Light. Magical spells cast on him automatically to represent him sort of psyching himself up to face down several of the 9. Cast Light doesn't... We presume that translates to Blinding Light nowadays. Yeah. But also doesn't do anything because it...
there's no shooting.
There's no shooting from the race.
I mean, the rules-wise, it's not dark, so, I mean...
So... hey, but that's fine. He has Terrifying Aura. Sure, the Ringwraiths have to check for terror before they charge. Broadly speaking, the Ringwraith spells are around the same. They're off Sap Will and that sort of thing. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see. From our point of view, hobby-wise, this is, like we said, our first proper filmed mission on Weathertop. We thought we may as well squeeze 2 out of it, otherwise, get some value for money, for God's sake, anyway. At least we've filmed 2 missions on it, and then I'm sure we'll throw it in a battle report or 2.
I mean, it is a beautiful piece of terrain.
We filmed a whole bunch of content, video and photography about when we were assembling it and how we painted it. We'll do a little sort of hobby vlog to camera about our experience with it. It's probably one of our, for me anyway, it's very, very... about as reminiscent as early Middle-earth stuff as possible, because I remember sitting in, I don't know, school probably with a White Dwarf, looking at, it was one of the first really big Forge World pieces of terrain.
Or even actually just looking at the, in the rule book, there was a sort of make your own foam one.
Yes, yeah. It has a lot of guides for making your own terrain, like the stairs in Moria, carving them out of polystyrene, that sort of thing.
So, but it's a beautiful model. It's great. And ahed about it, looked back and forth at various different options.
And just bit the bullet. You were in Warhammer World for the doubles last year and texted me saying, they happen to have one in stock.
Which also, I think, was the only one they had in stock.
Probably, yeah. Maybe they make them a pace of 1 a go, who knows.
But yeah, if you've had the chance to see one, I mean, it is a humongous blob of resin.
Yeah, it's really heavy. It's great. Yeah, well, we could wax lyrical. We will film a hobby vlog around Weathertop, so look out for that if you're interested in that sort of thing. Mission-wise, as we said, the mission's quite straightforward. Gandalf starts in the middle of Weathertop. Yep. 2 wraiths are on the board and have to attack him. The evil's objective is to kill Gandalf. Gandalf's objective is to kill or drive off 4 wraiths. Yep. And they turn up on a 5-up at the end of the evil movement phase. You roll a dice on a 5-up, another wraith turns up, one of which can be the Witch King.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sort of normal rules, but we've modified them a little bit.
We've tweaked it as we played it, and we just found that 5-up is really punishing because you could end up with Gandalf just standing there with no race around him for multiple turns, which doesn't feel very exciting. So we tweaked it so that we made it sort of a table. So
yeah, so if there are no wraiths on the table at the end of the turn, one will just turn up, because otherwise that would be stupid.
It's automatic, yeah.
If there's only one, it's going to be on a 4-up.
Yep.
If there is 2 to 3, 5-up, and more than 4, it is on a 6-up.
Yeah.
Additionally, because Saruman sort of beat Gandalf in the last game...
He's tired.
He's tired. So the first roll, until a Wraith comes on, will be on a 4-up.
Yeah. So they get that +1 bonus for Saruman winning the Wizard's Duel mission. But yeah, so it's a table. The less race there are, the easier it is to bring more on, the more that's harder. Nice and simple. That's our tweak to it. It's an old mission. We've kind of had to go with it and tweak it a bit. I think that's probably enough. We are into turn 1, and there's no roll-off because it's a narrative mission.
Good priority.
Good priority. So I suppose I could choose who has priority with the new edition, couldn't I?
Yeah, I don't know if they've actually made that...
They haven't made it explicitly clear. Let's say that's how it works, and I think I'll take priority. We'll go with that in turn 1. We'll give you a quick board overview and jump into the game. Start of turn 1, we did give ourselves priority in the end. So Gandalf goes first. He starts right in the middle of the Weathertop central circle there. The evil player gets to deploy 2 wraiths, and it says in the edge of the playing area. We've decided that means basically on these rocks. So 2 wraiths start on the board, and Gandalf is right in the middle. He gets to move first and cast some magics or go on to spells. Movement phase, we've just backed up about 3 inches, well aware that we could be compelled by the enemy wraiths, but that'll just move us back into the middle of the board. That's fine. We should be out of charge range of at least one of them, maybe. We're going to try, at the start of the game, a cheeky collapse rocks on the wraith, just through the archway there. It's the sort of left one on the screen. We're only going to use his free will, so just 1 dice, and it casts on a 5-up. Not on a 1, so that's nice and eventful. On to the evil moves.
For the Ringwraith's first move, to begin with, this Ringwraith that wasn't collapsed by rocks, he's moved forwards. He can't reach Gandalf, but he's going to try a cheeky 2-will compel to try and drag Gandalf back into that centre point. So you needed 3-up, but that's 2 2s, so it does nothing. Following up, the next Wraith, he's going to try a cheeky little black dart. 2 dice, we're looking for a 5-up here. And still don't get it. Shame. Okay, and then with the end of the movement phase, we've got our first roll to see if another Ringwraith comes on. With the modifiers from the previous mission, we're looking for a 4-up here. Oof. No, it's a 3, so nothing. On to priorities.
Priority for turn 2. Gandalf gets a big 1. It goes to you as Gandalf had it last turn. You do get to choose who has it.
Yeah, I think I will take it to stop any protection of the Valar.
That sounds sensible.
All right, at the start of the turn, the evil side has taken the priority.
Yeah, could have called a heroic move. Gandalf's got 3 might, but honestly I want to save them for combats and maybe some heroic channels, so we'll let the Wraiths move first.
Yeah, so we're going to start. We're not going to move at all. We're just going to do a compel. We're looking for a 3-up here. Ooh, we get a 4.
4. Gandalf will use his 1 free point of will a turn from his staff to try and resist. No, not on a 3. I could might it, but honestly, I don't think it's worth it. Okay, we're compelled.
Following up from his fellow compatriot, the second Ringwraith is going to try a 2 dice on a transfix. This guy is looking for a 3-up. Ooh.
Okay, on a 4
double
again.
4s. Gandalf?
I think I'm going to have to spend 1 of his actual will, so 1 of his 6. Rolls a 1. Okay, not worth spending the might on that, so Gandalf's transfixed as well.
Now, because of the scenario special rules, Gandalf is terror-causing, which means the Wraith's got to take a courage check to charge him. They are pretty high courage, so we're looking for a 4 or more. And he's fine.
Easy on 11.
Okay, and with the movement phase concluded, we're rolling to see whether a Wraith is turning up. Oh, on a 4-up, yep, 1 more is going to appear. And the extra Wraith we're bringing on behind Gandalf here.
Into the combat, we have a compelled and transfixed Gandalf versus 2 wraiths. So we still get to roll our duel, but no strikes if he wins. Fight 5 on both sides. Gandalf has an elven blade with Glamdring. So let's see what we can do. 2 dice from Gandalf, 5 high, not too bad.
And you're presumably not going to be two-handing. I
We're
don't
not
think you
two-handing.
can as transfixed. And ooh,
Only a 4 high.
so
the
Gandalf
wraiths.
wins that one.
And that's the end of the combat. We did manage to knock 2 will off the 2 wraiths, which is actually really good from our point of view, but they've locked Gandalf down pretty well. Straight onto priority. Good. Get a big 3.
Oh.
All out the tray.
Evil misses the tray. It's a 4 for evil.
Okay, again, you get to choose. I presume you're going to take it.
We will take it.
Onto evil priority.
And with evil priority, we've given it to ourselves. Gandalf's not called any heroics. The wraith that has just appeared is moved as close as he can to Gandalf, and he's going to try 2 dice on a compel. We're looking for a 3-up. Oh, we get it on a 4. Gandalf, will you resist?
I think he's going to try and rely on his free dice rather than spend another one. So I think that's the 3rd one in a row we've rolled. So he is thoroughly compelled.
And Gandalf is compelled into combat with the wraith. Next up, the wraith closest to the bottom of the screen is going to do a transfix on a single dice. We're looking for a 3-up here. Ooh.
Get it on a 3. It would be really nice not to be transfixed, so I'm going to resist on one of his actual store of will. On a 3-up. A 4th one in a row. He's really not feeling himself tonight.
Okay. With Gandalf transfixed, the wraith is going to check for a charge. And he's fine. With the successful transfix on Gandalf, the 3rd ring wraith is just going to charge him. If he casts a spell, he's going to disappear after this combat. So with 2 will, he might stick around for an extra turn. So we just need a courage check, which he passes. Okay, at the end of the wraith movement turn with Gandalf in combat and trapped, we are rolling for 1 more wraith. It's going to be on a 5-up. Ooh, that's it. We've got an extra wraith. And with Gandalf in trouble, the Witch King of Angmar has now joined the fray.
Okay, into the combat phase. Gandalf's in trouble. He is compelled, transfixed, trapped, and has 3 wraiths bearing down on him. So, nothing to do. He gets to roll his dual dice because he's transfixed, but he won't get to strike back if he wins. 2 dice. Oh, we do get that big 6. That's pretty good. So we got 3 back.
Yep, the 3 wraiths. Oh, don't get a 6, so Gandalf wins again. And with an inconclusive combat, we're straight on to priority.
You roll first this time, why not?
Okay, let's see. Oh, it's a 6.
Can we beat it? No, another 1. So over to evil again. Start the turn, really difficult. It's really tempting to spend 1 of Gandalf's might on a heroic move because that guarantees us at least to get some magic off. The Witch King's now here, who has 10 will instead of just the 7 of the regular ring race. But he has fight 6 now, so I think I want to keep the might for heroic channeling, heroic combats, and potentially heroic strikes if we get into combat with the Witch King. So we're going to let the evil side move on priority again.
And at the start of the turn, with the wraiths moving again and no heroics from Gandalf, the ring wraith behind Gandalf on the camera, and he's got 4 will, is going to put 1 dice into a transfix. We're looking for the 3-up here. Of course, it's a failure. Without any spells cast, he's going to make a test to charge Gandalf. He's fine. Okay, with that, the Witch King, who is the ring wraith drawing his sword, has moved in on the trapped Gandalf. He's going to also cast a transfix, and he's going to do it with 3 of his will points. Okay, he gets it on a 4.
Triple 4.
Triple 4s.
I think Gandalf's going to spend 1 will and his free 1 from the staff, so he's down to 3 will. So this is the staff free one. No. And this is his store of will. Yes. So we do resist that, but he is now down to 3 will.
End of the movement phase. We're going to roll for a wraith. We're looking for a 6 now because there are 4 of them on the board. And we got it! Yes!
No way. Okay.
Now we're on to the combat. Gandalf is trapped and surrounded by 3 ring wraiths and the Witch King.
Yeah.
But for the first time, he's not transfixed, so I assume you're going to do a heroic strike.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to. We're going to spend the first of his 3 might, and we will be striking. We're straight into the combat. Let's see what his fight value increases to. 1, another 1. Okay, so he goes up to fight 6. He's now the equal of the Witch King.
Yeah.
Maybe we can rely on the Elven Blade. So, why don't you set the bar, Evil Player?
Shall I lead off?
A lot of strikes.
So I've got 4 attacks, and we're looking for, well, a 6.
Wow.
Oh, we got 1.
You've already got it.
Yeah, okay, we've got a 6. Gandalf, what can you do?
We're not two-handing, obviously. Oh, okay, we've got 6 as well. So we are tied on fight and on dice. You have priority, Evil Player.
Yeah.
However, thanks to Glamdring, on a 3-up, it goes to Gandalf. Can he survive 1 more round of being trapped?
All right, let's go. And... Gandalf.
Amazingly, Gandalf wins that on the fight, or on the Elven Blade, rather. 2 of these wraiths are disappearing at the end of this combat, thanks to only having 1 will in the store. So he's going to strike the wraith nearest the camera with 3 will left, needing 6s. No, not on a double 4.
Okay, with those 2 wraiths who've disappeared, Gandalf's actually halfway towards winning this scenario.
Yeah.
And we're going straight into our priority rolls.
Okay, good. Get another 1.
On a 1. That's on 6.
Okay, all evil's priority again. Start of the turn, and fed up of evil priority rolls, Gandalf is going to heroic move. So he spent a point of might, he's down to 1 remaining. As part of his heroic move, he is going to start and cast Protection of the Valar on himself. He's going to use his free point of will, and it is on a 3-up. Yeah, that casts on a 5. So he'll then finish up his move and charge into the Witch King. He needs a 4 on 2 dice. Yeah, gets it on a 7.
With Gandalf's successful Protection of the Valar, the Ringwraiths can't cast any magic on him, which is really quite upsetting. So they've just charged in. They both passed their courage checks. And we're just testing now to see if another Ringwraith comes. We're back to 3. So this is on a 5-up. Oh, on a 2, nothing happens.
Failed 1 for once. Into the combat phase. Gandalf has only 1 point of might remaining after that move. I'm going to keep it and not call a strike, as we've been doing pretty well on our combat rolls so far. I know the Witch King's fight 6, but let's see what we can do. So just straight into a fight. Gandalf won't two-hand. So it's 3 attacks versus my 2. Gandalf will set the bar. 4 high. That's not great, but we could bump it up with might.
Okay, we've got the 3 attacks from the Ringwraiths. Oh, and we got a 6 there.
Okay, nothing I can do about that.
Oh, and unfortunately for the wizard, he is trapped by those 3 Ringwraiths. So we're going to get 6 attempts to make strikes here. We are looking for 5s because he is defense 5 and we're only strength 4. Oh, that is 1.
Okay.
Will you, well, fate point?
Yeah, we'll spend a fate point. We've got Narya for rerolls, but we pass it, so he's down to 2 fate.
Okay, and then we've got 3 more strikes. Strictly speaking, we should roll them all 1 by 1, but meh.
1 more.
That's 1 more. Ooh.
Fate. We fail on a 3, but Narya reroll. We pass on a 4, so we are down to 1 fate left. Straight into priority. Gandalf gets a 2.
Oh, Gandalf. And the evil side.
Yeah,
we get the 4.
There we are.
Start of the turn. I don't think, Gandalf, you're not going to do any heroics?
No, I think we're going to keep the might for the combat phase. Didn't work out well last turn, so we'll save it for that.
Okay. Well, I think with Gandalf weakened, the Witch King's going to take his opportunity now to attempt. He does have Your Staff is Broken on the profile. It only casts on a 5-up though, so it's quite a big risk. We're going to put 2 will onto that, which is going to take him down to 3.
Yeah.
And we're looking for that 5-up. Oh, we've got a 5-up.
Gandalf's going to spend his 1 free point of will a turn, and I think he's going to throw 1 extra at it, so we're going to resist with 2. So the free, no, on a 1, and the point of will, I think I'm going to have to spend my last point of might to make that a 5. just because we want to keep the will for the rest of the game. That's really huge.
With that pretty nasty, your staff is broken. It didn't go off, but Gandalf is down to only 2 will now. The Witch King and the Ringwraith on 1 will have both successfully passed their courage check to charge the wizard. And then the last Ringwraith is going to do a 6-up... the Ringwraith that is on 6 will is going to cast a single dice transfix to try and freeze the wizard in place. We're looking for a 3-up.
Ooh.
We're looking for a dice in the trait.
Yeah.
Oh, he cast it on 3-up. Would you resist?
Gandalf's already spent his free will point. There's no might in the bag. If we were saving it for a heroic strike this turn, then maybe it's worth resisting. But honestly, he's doing all right rolling his 2 dice in combat. We're just going to try and hope that he survives the fight.
With the wizard transfix, the last Wraith checks to charge and is fine. Okay, and at the end of the movement phase, we're checking again to see if we get another Ringwraith. And, oh, it's on a 5. We get 1 more Ringwraith. And with the end of the move phase, the extra Wraith has just moved in here. He's going to be there to fill in the gap when the 1 will Ringwraith disappears.
Straight into combat, Gandalf finds himself surrounded again and transfixed. We have 2 dice. We're not going to 2-hand, and let's see what we get. Oh, big 6. Okay, not too bad.
We've got a 6 there. We've got 3 attacks from the Wraiths. Oh, we also get a 6.
Oh, you hate to see it. So the Wraiths win on fight value, and that is 6 strikes against Gandalf.
Yeah, the Witch King's fight value will take up that for us. All right, we're striking Gandalf, looking to wound. We need a 5-up again. Oh, we got 1.
Okay, he has 3 wounds, 1 fate left from the last combat. 4-up, we pass. No need for the Narnia reroll, but he is now fateless. And 3 more strikes coming back at us.
Okay, 3 more strikes. Oh, we got 1 more 6, so that is a wound on the wizard.
Okay, he's actually wounded. Priority, and we'll see if Gandalf can finally win one. A 3, it's better than he has previously rolled.
Oh,
okay.
That's not going to be good. Evil lost the priority.
And with good priority, Gandalf has disengaged from both of those models. He's looped round away from the newly arrived Ringwraith, so he shouldn't be charged by all 3. On the way in, he's stopped just outside, and he's going to cast Protection of the Valor on himself on a free will. More 1s, so that fails, and then he has a courage check to charge the Wraith and passes handily, so he ends up in combat with that 5 will Wraith.
Right. Ooh, for the evil, we don't have many options left. I mean, this scenario is not going as planned. The Witch King is only on 2 will, so I don't think he's going to cast magic, and I think I need to kind of reserve him, so he's not going to go into that combat. That single Ringwraith's going to be on his own. The extra Wraith has moved in, and he's going to do a Hail Mary. He's going to put 4 dice on a black dart. I need a 5-up here.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, I get it on 1-5.
Okay, I think I'm going to spend 1 of Gandalf's remaining 2 will to try and resist. Oh, if we had a point of might left, we could do it. So that is a 4, fails to resist, and he's down to a single will point.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's kind of a good result. So, Black Dart is now a strength 6 attack, which means that we're looking for 4s here, because Gandalf is defense 5. Oh, it is a wound!
Oh, and we've spent all our fate, so we are down to 1 wound remaining. That puts Evil in a really good position. We're 1-on-1. If you win the combat, there's a chance Gandalf could die this turn.
End of the movement phase. Does another Wraith come on? He does not. Now we're into combat. This 1 Ringwraith's just got to hang in there, and we might be able to do it.
Yeah, it's actually a kind of sudden death. If Gandalf kills the Wraith, that is his 4th Wraith that's been killed or banished, and the game will end. If the Wraith wounds Gandalf, he has 1 wound remaining, and the game will end. So
I think the big question really is, are you going to 2-hand?
I think, having not all game, we are going to 2-hand, because it gives us that slight bump to wound, and we're only facing 1 for once.
Shall I set the bar?
Yes, go on then, Evil.
All right, go on. Oh, it's on a 6. Come on.
Regretting that 2-hander. Come on. 6s all round.
Oh, okay. So whose priority was it? It was yours.
Yeah, so we are tied on fight value. Both fight 5. We all rolled 6s.
So on a 3-up.
On a 3-up, Gandalf wins this fight. Come on. Oh, I saw a 1 for a minute, but a 5. Gandalf, by the skin of his teeth, wins that fight. We are strength 4, +1 from Gloundering, +1 to wound with Gloundering two-hander. We are needing a 5 to kill this wraith. Single 5. Oh, and one more 6 kills that wraith. And with that final combat, the Grey Pilgrim banishes the wraiths and the rest flee in terror. Maybe attack Weathertop again in a few nights' time, who knows?
And that is that. Gandalf stands wounded but undefeated, and the ringwraiths are running with their tails tucked between their legs.
Yeah, survived with 1 wound.
That was tight.
That was tighter than it has been in the past when we played a test game. Really interesting game. Yeah, good victory. We'll get the bits out of the way. So the impact in campaign terms is it will impact the next mission. Mostly because in the books, when they get to Weathertop, they kind of see a little rune carved by Gandalf. So we think this mission and the next mission, which is the Hobbits and Strider at Weathertop, being linked is good. In that mission, the Hobbits will get an extra dice to resist because the ground has been, I don't know, magicked up by Gandalf.
So the ringwraiths are just kind of a bit tired.
They're a bit tired. They're a bit wary. They're like, oh, we're doing this again, are we? So yeah. There'll be a bonus for good next turn, next mission, and you'll be playing good.
We're playing the good side.
Speaking of, how did you find playing Ring Race as your first run on the channel, as it were?
I mean, I think in terms of kind of like new edition, they haven't changed that much. They've lost a couple of sort of, well, Sapwill, I think, is basically the big thing that they've lost.
Compel and Transfix have now gone to a 3-up instead of a 4-up.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose one difference is when you're having multiple ringwraiths is originally, in the previous edition, Compel then transfixed you.
Yeah, which is huge.
Which is massive.
Yeah.
And Transfix is kind of an annoying spell anyway to fight against.
Yes.
To be transfixed is kind of unpleasant. But yeah, I mean, it's just the will of evil is just so punishing when all you have is ringwraiths.
Yeah. And all you have is 7 will, which seems like a lot, but as soon as you cast a couple of spells, I talked about this back in, Shortcuts and Buckleberry Ferry, where I was playing the ringwraiths. You think, oh great, I've got loads of will to go into combat with, and you cast a couple of spells and do 1 round of combat, and you're suddenly on 1 or 2 will left, and then you have to think, oh, damn it, I've got to really, shepherd my resources here.
And especially, I mean, in this scenario, I mean, I'm not sure, it's quite an old school scenario.
Yeah.
I feel like the win condition for good is actually kind of a self-fulfilling
because all you have to do is survive.
You just have to survive.
Yeah, which, to be honest, thank goodness, because Gandalf we both rolled pretty atrociously. Gandalf rolled a 1 for priority. At least 4
I think
times
you only got like 1 priority, right?
And I had to heroic move. I'm pretty sure I rolled a 1 on his resist. I tried to throw his free will on resist, and I rolled a 1 or a 2 several times in a row. So his dice were pretty atrocious. Yeah, this is just checking, it's a 2005 mission. So we are 20 years now, this year, just. It's a 20-year-old mission.
It's a 20-year-old mission.
In a more than 20-year-old game. So yeah, some of it didn't quite work or translate. I think Gandalf having 2 attacks base now in this edition is huge because
makes a big difference.
We saw a couple of times where rolling 2 dice is obviously twice the chance of rolling 1 dice. We've played this, as we said, a while ago on the old edition, and 1 dice is just so spiky. You can roll that 6 or you can roll 1, but the chance of 2 dice just gives you that extra little bit of help to actually maybe stand your ground. And then with the Glamdring Elven Maid, you stand a good chance of winning the draw.
Well, and also the change to 2-handed weapons, that if you roll a 6, you keep the 6.
Yep.
Is big. Like, it actually makes quite a significant difference. Even if he only had his 1 attack, in the past you would almost never 2-hand, unless Gandalf had a friend in the fight. Certainly on his own, you wouldn't take the risk.
This mission. Maybe if you were fighting 1 ringwraith and you had a might to bump it back up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But as it is, you're actually like, well, I'm rolling 2 dice. I mean, the ringwraiths aren't very good at killing something when they win the fight.
It's strength 4 with a standard sword. In the past, they could stab or feint to get a reroll, but now they can't. And they've got Black Dart, but it's weaker. So I think it's a tough one. Notably,
I mean, we've talked about it before. I mean, I think possibly the optimal strategy is to just continuously Black Dart Gandalf with as many ringwraiths as possible, but it would be extremely boring.
It's extremely boring for you guys. Or previously, I think we talked about tie up Gandalf with one wraith, wait until you've got a few more on the table, and then cast Sap Will.
Yeah.
Because he would burn his will resisting it, or burn his will not resisting it and having it sapped out. And then he would have one.
Yeah, then break the staff.
Maybe break the staff, and then he's out. And then Black Dart him, or charge him and surround him and stab him to death. Really boring for you guys, and more notably, Sap Will now no longer exists.
Yeah.
It didn't. Interestingly, looking back at the old books, it didn't exist when this mission was written.
I think it's a good spell to be gone.
I think so. It was kind of lame. It was super useful, but as a person having it cast against, it was.
Yeah, it's
feel bad.
I mean, to be honest, actually, your staff is broken is thematic, but it sort of feels the same to me. I mean, if the Witch King, you straight up just go like, right, I'm casting it 3 dice.
Yeah.
Especially if you have the Witch King who's got a lot more will, like in a normal.
Yeah.
And then as a wizard, you're like, well, how do I resist this? Like, do I spend all of my will
it's just
to resist it?
It'd be like Aragorn
losing Mighty Hero.
Losing Mighty Hero, and then would you throw 3 of his might again about keeping the one a turn?
To keep it, yeah.
I guess it depends how long you think the game's going to go on for, because if you know you're going to have another 10 turns of combat, that's 10 will effectively. But yeah, it's interesting. It's a tough call to make, but we played it thematically and to make it more interesting for you guys. I think it was a really interesting one. I mean, Gandalf, that at the end, spoiler, but previously we've played it, and it's actually gone both ways. Gandalf's died really quickly, and Gandalf has absolutely cleaned house. And I don't think even taken a fate roll before, once or twice.
No, I mean, I think the changes we made to the table for the Wraiths turning up.
Yeah.
It works both ways, because like we said, in the past we actually played it, and Gandalf spent like 2 turns just kind of sitting there.
Standing there. I mean, because he can... I forget the spell, but...
he can restore will.
Restore will. So he can spend a couple turns casting it on one dice, going, aha, back to fresh... so it's kind of lame as well.
But then at the same time, you can also suddenly have like 7 ring wraiths on the board.
Potentially.
And Gandalf then is a little bit pushed.
You would hope probably they would be able to do something. But yeah, interesting overall. If you think... if you happen to have this old book, would you recommend the mission? We try and say whether or not we'd recommend any of these quest missions.
I think it's a fun mission to play. Bearing in mind, I don't think it's that well balanced.
No. I don't know. I don't know if it was well balanced when it was written.
Yeah, you'd have to dig out the exact rules back then, and
probably slightly better balanced last edition when we tried it, and this edition I think it's got a little less balanced, but it's thematic. It's a great scene. Well, it's not actually even a scene in the book. It's just recounted in the books, but it's cool. And the Hobbits and Aragorn, somewhere out in the distance over there in the wilderness between Bree and Weathertop, have seen a bunch of flashing lights and fireworks or whatever on the top of Weathertop, and are wondering what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I think in this edition it does allow you to live your Gandalf, Angel, Mary Sue fantasies, basically.
Yeah, sure.
The Ringwraiths did rather feel like they were kind of like the waves just crashing against the rock of Gandalf, who even compelled and transfixed and trapped was like, yeah, fine, what are you going to do?
I mean, the dice were on his side, weren't they? I mean, you did really well. He went to 0 might, 0 fate, 1 wound.
1 will.
2 will? 1
or 2 will, I think.
At the end, so you burn 10 or 11 resources.
Yeah. But, I mean, you'd killed 3 wraiths, 4 by the time the game had ended.
Yes,
there was quite a lot.
Yeah. And the Witch King was only on 2. Yeah, it was. I think it was good fun. Obviously, there are no recovery rolls, as we won't see Gandalf again till after a rest point. Spoilers. Yep. And no Fool as a Took and Bravest Companion. As the evil player, would you have called Gandalf a Fool of a Took or a Bravest Companion for the ledger, as it were?
I think he probably has to be a Bravest Companion. Yeah. I mean, he did just kind of tank like
7 of the 9.
Did we get to 7 total? There was. It might have been 6.
Maybe
I think there was 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, he fought 6, including the Witch King. The question is what all goes wrong at Minas Tirith? Maybe it's because the Witch King's at the height of his power.
He gets like bumped up.
He gets swole on.
He gets given a special crown.
Yeah,
he's on a big dragony thing, so he's feeling good about himself.
And he's got all of those orcs surrounding him, just kind of like boosting him, like his bros.
So yeah, that is the Grey Pilgrim and the Black Riders. It's a fun little mission we added in as a little Brucey bonus for the Quest of the Ringbearer. We're going to try and add in some more of these, so it's not just everything in the book, where appropriate. And we are next on to Weathertop. We're back here again.
We'll be back.
We'll be back with, I believe it's just called Weathertop in Quest of the Ringbearer.
Yeah. I think the old box set is the Attack at Weathertop.
It's Weathertop. And we'll have, well, I'll be taking on the Ring Wraiths, and you will be taking back control of Mighty Strider, and Sam, actually, who's
pretty
beefy.
We're going to see how that goes.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. It's been so much fun for us. Like we say, we've got a hobby vlog about Weathertop, how we built it, painted it, and just what we feel about it, coming either before, very soon, or in a little while. We've been really enjoying all of your comments and things you've been writing and commenting on the videos. Thank you so much. It's been excellent fun. And we will see you in the next mission, whatever it's called, Weathertop.